children. So yesterday we have started the new lesson, that is a major landforms. What is it? Major landforms. What are the major landforms? So what are the major landforms, children? Is already we have discussed about it. So the part of the earth and the part of the earth, it is covered by water and land. The earth surface is covered by water and land, and 71% is covered by water and 29% is covered by land. So the land on the earth, the earth surface has the different forms of land. So totally do not has a plain surface. Plain surface. It has the different forms of land. It has the different forms of land. So already we have learned about the mountains. Mountains are the landforms. They are raised. They are raised into a height. They are raised into a certain height. So the mountains are raised up to the 900 kilometers from the sea level. 900 kilometers from the sea level. The mountains covers 20% of land on the earth. The mountains covers 20% of the land on the earth. So the age of the mountains are depend on their peaks. The age of the mountains are depend on their peaks. So the young mountains, they have the conical shaped peaks, and the old mountains, they have the round and the flat surface peak. Round and the flat surface peak. So the young mountains, what are the young mountains? The Alps are the young mountains. The Aravallis and Appalachians are the older mountains. Older mountains. So the peaks are also called as a summit. So once again I am revising the class. Peaks are also called as a summit. What are they? Summit. Next, the mountains, they act as the barren lands. So they protect us from the heavy winds, cold wind and the cold heavy rains. They act as a barren lands. The soil of the mountains, it is not good for growing the crops. It is not suitable to grow the crops in the mountains. Crops in the mountains, and it do not has a flat surface area to cultivate the land. So the mountains, the rivers originate from the mountains. They originate from the mountains. Some mountains, they are rich in minerals. Some mountains, they are rich in minerals. So this is about the mountains. Next, the plateau. What are the major landforms? I'll write once again on the board. What are the mountains? Mountains, plateaus, plains, deserts, rivers. These are the major landforms of our earth. So already we have discussed about the mountains. Next, come to the plateau. Plateaus are also known as a tableland. They are not raised too high, but the raised area land. The raised area land is known. It acts as a table. It acts as a tableland. Tableland. So plateaus, it extends to a large kilometer. The plateaus are also, in some places, the plateaus are extended to large kilometers. The rivers are flown in the plateaus. The rivers are flown into the plateaus. So a height level land and a low level land. The height level land is known as a plateaus, and the low level land is known as a plains. The low level land is known as a plains, and the high level land is known as a plateaus. So this is a plateau and this is a plain. So do you know, children, how the earthquakes occur? So this is the plateaus and the plains also one of the reason to causes the earthquake. The sudden movement of the earth. So when the earth moves in a sudden direction, so due to the difference between the plains and plateau, where the plains and plateaus are present, there the earthquakes occur. Due to the sudden movement, the plains and plateaus changes the position. So by this, the earthquakes occur. So the high level land is known as a plateaus, and the low level land is known as a plains. So what are the plateaus examples? In our country, the Deccan Plateau. In our country, the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau, it is lies in the mid part of the country. Mid part of the country. So it do not extend towards the north, and it do not extend towards the south. The middle portion of our country is formed with plateaus. So it is also known as the Deccan Plateau. It is also known as a Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateaus. Deccan Plateaus. So the Colorado Plateau. Colorado Plateau. Colorado Plateau in the North America. North America and Bolivian Plateau in South America are some of the examples of the plateaus. So it is in India, it is in the North and it is in the South America. Okay, now children, see here. So most of the plateaus, they are known as the leewards. So what is the leeward? The land area. Okay. Leeward. The plateau which is surrounded by the hills. The plateau which is surrounded by the hills are known as a leeward. So there it causes the less rainfall, low rainfall. There it causes the low rainfall. Where the plateaus get the low rainfall and it is surrounded by the hills are known as a leeward. What is that? A leeward. Understood now children? So the plateaus which is surrounded by the hills and get less rainfall, a low rainfall is known as the land is known as a leeward. What is a leeward? Next one, canyon. What is canyon? Valley. So when the plateaus are the high level, compulsory there has a part of valley. So the canyons are known as a valley. They are known as a valley. So the deep valleys are present to the plateaus. Nearby the plateaus, the valleys are present. So mostly the Colorado plateaus, it has a valley. Canyon, it has a valleys. They are known as a canyon. Large canyons are present in the Colorado Plateau. Which lies in the North America. So Rockies, Andes is a mountain which lies in the South America, and Rockies are the mountains which lies in the North America. So that are the two examples of mountains, and these are the examples of the plateau. Next we go for the plains. Okay, importance of plateaus. Plateaus are also known as the grasslands. So the cattle rearing. The grasslands are used for the cattle rearing and also the farming. So the plateaus are rich in minerals. The land of the plateaus are rich in minerals. Next we will go for the plains. So the plains are formed by the soil deposit. They lives in the nearby the bank river. The land is formed by the deposit soil, sand and the deposited silt is present. The sand is silted. The silt soil and sand is present. It is formed by the plains. Plains are the low surface land is known as a plains. Already I explained you. The low surface land is known as a plain. So it is known as a lowlands. The plains are also known as a lowlands. These plateaus are known as a tablelands. So the high surface area is known as a tablelands. The low surface is known as a lowlands. The lowlands are known as a plains and the tablelands are known as a plateaus. So the plains are formed by the rivers. The rivers, they carry the silt and the sand through them and they form the plains. The low surface land is known as a plains. So these plains are used fully. The rivers, they flows in the plains. So it is very easy. The plains has a fertile soil. So the farming can be easy. The plains has a has much minerals. So the plains, it is easy to construct the roads, buildings on the plains. So the plains has a fertile soil. It is good for the agriculture and good for the farming. Next, tomorrow we'll learn of the desert and the rivers. Desert and the rivers. Okay, na children. So read page number homework. Read page number 199, 200. Okay, my children. Tomorrow we will go for the desert and the rivers. So what are the plains? The lowlands are known as the plains. So the plains are formed by the sand and with the river they carry the silt. The plains are carried by the silt and the sand. So this fertile soil. So this soil as a fertile soil. It is good for the agriculture and the farming. So the plains. The plains. So the plains are the flat surface area. It is useful for the construction of the roads and the buildings, and many cities and the towns are situated in the plains. Okay, now children, tomorrow we will go for the desert and the rivers, and the homework is read page number 199 and 200. Once again you read your textbook. Once again you revise the class. Okay, now children, thank you.